Welcome to the weekly Sacred Rhythms forecast for the week of October 5th to the 11th, 2020. My name is Roberta Robbins. Thank you so much for being here with me. Today, as I'm doing this reading, it is October the 5th. We have come through already a full moon in Aries as we started this month. And this month, we are entering into an energy of a 5 energy month. Collectively, we will all be experiencing the 5 energies. So there's going to be movement and change, things wanting to find a new footing, things wanting to change. We just came from 4 energy month in September, all about clearing out, reestablishing a new foundations for ourselves. And this month we enter in asking ourselves, what is it that we want to plan? What do we want to build and establish? And what may have to change because of that? What kind of freedom, flexibility do we want? 5 can also represent there being challenges at times, especially when we are trying to shift and move something in our lives. So with the forecast that we have for this month, there is a whole lot of energy. There's a lot of things. And I did do a reading for October. And so you can always go check that out in my playlist. And so I talk about a few of the astrological energies. I talk about the full moon, new moon, and the fact that we have 2 full moons in October. So we've had our first one. It was fiery. It was Aries. We still have Mars in retrograde until the middle of November. So there's energy wanting to move forward, but can't quite move forward right now. But then we can feel this undertone, right? Happening that we want things to change, but we have to have a little patience. And with this month ending in a full moon in Taurus, steady, solid, patience. And so there'll be that feeling at the end of the month too, just for us to slow down and just have a little breath and anchor into what's happening. So here we are, like I said, on this weekly forecast. And the intention with this is to give you a little bit of what the themes, the energetics are going to be playing out from October 5th to the 11th. So let's get started. With this one here, I always, I shouldn't say always, but lately I've been adding numerology to it. So we've been doing a numerology forecast for the week, along with adding tarot to it to get a deeper storyline there going for us to give us some extra support. So these readings are for the collective. They're not going to resonate with everybody. You know if it resonates for you and trust that. And if it doesn't this time, that's okay. Maybe go check out the monthly reading and see what resonates in there for you for this month. So we're asking for some guidance and support of the energetics. What's going to be supporting us? What's the energy going to be like for the week of October 5th to the 11th? Okay, so a lot of diamonds. I believe we had a few diamonds last week too. And overall, though, theme, we got that 8 of clubs up there. So I'm just going to add into the tarot right away this week. And then I'll go into the bigger story here for you. So the tarot that I'm using this week, as I have been for a while, it's one of my favorite decks, is Chris Ann's from Sacred Creators, her Light Seers Tarot. So we're going to use some discovering, supportive energy to go with this numerology forecast for the week. This has been coming up a lot for us, death and rebirth, especially with the when I've been doing some divine masculine and divine feminine readings. We are seeing this death and rebirth coming in. So let's see here. Make sure you guys have all that. You guys can actually see all that on the screen here. Sometimes I forget. I gotta look to see what you guys are seeing. All right. So we start this month, this second week here of October the 5th, with the governing energy here at the top with the 8 of clubs. And we are going to have, it's bringing a lot of success with how we are communicating, which is really good because next week we have Mercury retrograde on the 14th. So this week, get what you need to say out, communicate what you need to communicate, tie up those things with communication, because it's saying overall the theme this week is going to be excellent celebration here. 3 of Cups was sitting with this 8 of Clubs, excellent celebration, good fortune here, collaboration moving forward, especially with communication. So we are being supported this week with communication, words, expressions of all kind, the mental thoughts and feels that are happening within us, also our career, working a lot with that. So allow whatever's birthing and coming through this week to allow it to flow. We're going to be governed and with a lot of celebration, a lot of wonderful things that are coming in for this week, especially with career and with any ways that we are communicating what we do in the world. So as we move into, this is kind of like the energetic storyline here for the week for us. And we have the 7, the 6. So there's 7s are always very spiritual. 6 we're always looking at like the harmony, the balance that's going on there. So with the 7, we are letting go. I'm pretty sure we had 7 come up quite a bit lately. So we're letting go financially of anything that has been holding us back from being successful with things in our lives when it comes to financial matters. We're releasing so that we, the old thoughts and things that have held us back so that we can step in a more positive, harmonious flow of abundance within our life, and spiritual flow with how we are dealing with our money, our abundance, our wealth that's coming in. So it's very promising, and the fact that we have a 7 sitting here too with it, and there's things growing, there's possibilities birthing, and you see it just might need some focus and energy and love and nurturing to let this happen, to let whatever's birthing. Remember, we have like a lot of founding energy at the top here, especially with our career. What needs some nurturing and healing within ourselves, healing within our lives, what might need to be changed around a little bit here. But there's patience and understanding that we are needing to come in. Now, the King of Swords, he's very quick, he's very quick in mind and thought, and he's very precise in what he wants. He knows what he wants. He's very sharp, clear thinking, action with the mind and choices and decisions, which is beautiful when we're having the strength here, and with our 6, with the harmony. So we have the strength here throughout this theme of this energetic story here, is that we are going to be balanced and set within our own strength. There's a harmony that's coming in. So there's nurturing, clear thought, knowing where you're going, knowing what you want, and the strength to have what you're desiring to come through. It's a great week to definitely have, to put the energy into where you're going with, definitely with career, with finances, with choices that you've had to make. And I can see why this is really important, because of where we're going for the rest of the month with that Mercury retrograde happening the following week. We want to get some things moving a little bit, because then there's going to be a little bit of an internal energetic slowdown in a different way for us from the midpoint of October onwards. And so down here at the bottom, we have kind of what our blessing, what's supporting us. And so there is a death and a rebirth that's happening. And we are going to be going into Scorpio season by the 3rd week of October. And there's a lot of death and rebirth that comes into Scorpio season. But this here with another diamond, we have the foundations, solid foundations. Whenever I see a 4, what's anchoring, what's solid? So there is a renewal energy. It feels like that's just naturally occurring, that we have been walking through most likely through the whole year, that there has to be a release, so that we can move forward and regrow, right? A let go, a surrendering, and then a moving forward. So there's this beautiful balance within the cycles of ebbs and flows for us that's already working in the background. This is what it's saying. This is already a gift. This is already working in the background to support you with as you're making decisions and moving forward and having the strength to move forward. There's that natural wisdom and occurrence that's happening to know what you need to let go of and what you need to move ahead forward with. And with reminder up here at the top with this the Three of Cups up there, the celebration, the rejoicing, the emotional abundance of joy that's coming in through this week is an overall bouncing theme that's going to be happening and guiding you as you're moving through nurturing things, as you're clear, focus, and being solid within your own mastery and strength within yourself. So there you go. There's a bit of our forecast there, just a little bit for 1 week in October because it's a pretty big month. Like I said, do check out the October reading. There's a lot in there about planetary stuff. Yesterday, the 4th, we just had Pluto finally go direct. So we have all Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto that have been retrograde in Capricorn are all now going direct. So we're going to feel a different shift and movement. And I really feel like this reading here is saying, yeah, get what you need to get done. Reap the rewards of forward movement. Because there's going to be a bit of a shift in the gears, a change in the gears in the coming weeks from as soon as we hit the midpoint or so of October. So let me know how you guys are doing. Thank you for following me on my channel and liking and subscribing and sharing these readings with those that you feel as though would benefit from them. So thank you so much. And until next time, have a beautiful week.